Today is October the 14th of 2023. This morning on Facebook, a video came up of when the main line was completed. It was like 10 years earlier. It was October the 14th of 2013. So here is an engine starting from the exact same position and running the same route as this morning's video. There's a world of differences. There's scenery and backdrop everywhere. A lot more than just plywood. Not to mention a world-class model quality East Glacier Park Museum building. East Glacier Park Station, I'm sorry, it belongs in a museum. Passing Summit Station. And here are models representing the real objects that are on Marias Pass Memorial Square. Center statue is to dedication to Theodore Roosevelt. Small rock on the left belongs to Slipperyville Morrison, who donated the area. And on the right is John Stevens, who was the one who is credited with discovering Marias Pass, although Native Americans knew of its existence many, many, many years earlier. The area that the train is about to pass through next has significantly changed. This used to be a small town on our layout that we referred to as Cataract, Montana. This is now what we call the Browning Cataract area, as it has stock chutes and grain elevators just like the real Browning, Montana does. And on the background you can see the TP burner that was in Browning, Montana for years. This is the actual station that was there, and also the water tank that was there many, many, many years ago. It's an actual photo replica of it. And here comes the Empire Builder, passing through Browning, Montana, as it does to this very day. This is now a huge switching area on the Glacier line. You see the stock pen down here where we switch the stock cars out. And here are the people that take care of the stock. Right now they're taking a break, playing some checkers and hanging out at the Cowtown Hotel. Quiet at the church, it's not Sunday. The moonshiners are still up here in the mountains. A couple of people have joined them recently though. Dooley's been sitting there at the door drinking for years. These other two gentlemen have just shown up very recently. There was just one man there before. I guess the word got out that there's moonshine in them there hills. And here's a very familiar sight on the Glacier line. This is the Goat Lick Bridge. And No Trains magazine. This is on a model railroad. The one in reality is called the Sheep Creek Trestle. The only place the Goat Lick Bridge exists is on the Glacier line. Very nice work. Connie Coy, my wife, is the one that modeled this entire area and painted the backdrop. It's spectacular. It's been in the cover of, it's been pictured many magazines and videos. Interesting thing about this bridge, this is a 3-rail O-scale layout. The piers on that bridge are micro-engineering piers. They are HO scale. And the top of the bridge is upside down HO scale plate girder bridges. Passing slowly through Walton, Montana, what would be Essex. Famed Isaac Walton Inn is in the background. Connie painted that on the backdrop. And here's a replica of the water tank 3D that used to be there for years. It was just taken out in August of 23. Replica of the original station that was taken out in 1991. And over here is the scratch-built O-scale section house, originally constructed in the early 1890s. This house is still in Essex, Montana, and I believe used as a rental. Just outside of Essex. This is a tribute. There was used to be a wood curved trestle, and so we're paying homage to it with this scratch-built wooden trestle. Not a replica. The actual wooden trestle was buried in a huge fill many, many years ago. Essex Creek is still underneath of it, and it runs through a great big concrete tube underneath of the railroad. Going through our Bad Storm Canyon, there's thunder and lightning going on through there some days. The sun happens to be out today. And unlike the first video, you can't see it going underneath the stairs because the stairs are now finished. And here we are at Armonico, Montana. That was the original name of Columbia Falls, Montana, where the Shea is on display at Depot Park there to this day. And there is a picture of the Shea against the backdrop in the background. And exactly 10 years later, this is the video that was shot of the train running that original stretch of track. And needless to say, the world has completely changed on the Glacier Line. It is a totally, completely finished model railroad that we're constantly making upgrades on.